It's time for another all-new edition of Carolina Camera. Are you ready for our next story?
Yes, I am.
I love this next story because nothing says the Carolinas quite like the wonderful sound of beach music. After all, beach music was born right here, and it continues to thrive thanks to the efforts of a lot of people. But tonight, we introduce you to two people whose passion for beach music is second to none, and that passion has led them to be nominated for a major award. But how about this? We're not going to go down to the coast for this story. We're headed to Denver in Lincoln County to check out Darin and Anita on Grand Strand.
I love beach music every single day of my life.
The heart of beach music is clearly along the Carolina coast, but the soul of beach music, at least a big part of it, is 200 miles inland at a house in a rural setting in Lincoln County.
In 3, 2, 1. Darin and Anita on Grand Strand starts now.
It is Darin and Anita on Grand Strand for another week of the show, folks, and I'm going to tell you what a show it is lined up today. Anita, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Meet Darin Henley and Anita Littman of Darin and Anita on Grand Strand, a weekly 2-hour syndicated radio show that's recorded in this home studio at Darin's house.
I'm Going Back is his latest song out there, folks, and I'm going to tell you, if you go online to our website, grandstrandshow.com, and look for Anita and Donnie Ray.
The show has been airing on various radio stations for several years, and a lot of hard work is paying off.
And you know what's on the way next that's big for us?
Thanksgiving.
No, the Carolina Beach Music Awards, but Thanksgiving Turkey Day is too, so that's good.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand has just been nominated for the Carolina Beach Music Academy's Syndicated Radio Show of the Year Award, the beach music industry's highest award.
It's unbelievable. We appreciate it. You know, through Darin, I've got to meet a lot of artists, and I say it's just a fantastic feeling.
And it means a lot because the industry folks are what get you on the ballot. That means a lot to me. I'm not going to say it means more than winning. Everybody wants to win. But when you're nominated for something and it's the people that you work with in that industry who get you on that ballot, that means a lot.
Now, if you're not familiar with beach music, it's probably best described as music with a 4/4 rhythm combining elements of R&B, rock, and pop. It got its start along the South Carolina Grand Strand back during a time when the South was wrestling with segregation issues.
Up next, their 35th year in the music business, the Fantastic Shakers. It's their latest.
Racially diverse music wasn't getting a lot of airplay in the Southeast, but you could find it in jukeboxes and live performances at clubs in the Ocean Drive and Myrtle Beach areas where lots of folks love to vacation.
Kids would come home to Charlotte. This was a sort of a Charlotte thing, and they would call the radio stations and they say, we want to hear that music we heard at the beach. So the DJs in turn started calling it beach music.
Beach music clearly has a sound all its own, a raw sound according to Anita, not overproduced like a lot of today's music.
You hear someone today sing, if they sing live, it's totally different from the album or, you know, the record. Well, back then the record was a CD. But to me, beach music is played, you know, it's live, it's the real sound of the person, you know, you can feel the music better. You know, it's a feeling to me.
Music today is not happy music to me. It's almost an anger-driven kind of music, and I've heard people say that, so I make fun of that on the radio, and I say I'm angry enough in life. Why do I want to be? I want to be happy, and it's a happy, feel-good sound, and it always has been. When you hear the Drifters and you hear the Embers and you hear that Carolina Girls and all that, it makes you feel good. I think that's why. And now you relate it to beach music. When you're at the beach, that gives you that salt in the air and that sand and that happy feeling that you have down there.
Darin has been in the entertainment industry for years, most notably working as a DJ for all types of events. He owns Page Productions, a multi-entertainment, multimedia production company. Darin and Anita hooked up professionally several years ago after he heard her singing at a local venue. And when he needed a partner to do the radio show, she was a natural to join him.
It's our personalities.
It's his personality.
I think the reason it works, I am that hyper, high-strung kind of person, and she calms me down.
I do. I think
Quite a bit, do you think?
Yeah, but he's very knowledgeable.
Darin is clearly the driving force behind the radio show and a walking beach music encyclopedia.
You give a name, and he could tell you anything, who wrote it, you know, what it's about. It's very, very knowledgeable. He amazes me.
You know, this song was written, folks, just in case you didn't know, it was for all the line dances that you do in the street.
Darin once worked for the man considered by many to be the most influential artist in beach music history, the late General Norman Johnson, who formed the group the chairman of the board and recorded hits such as Give Me Just a Little More Time and the iconic beach music classic Darin and Anita on Grand Strand isn't the only beach music radio show, but no one brings more passion to their work than these two.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back for the break. And I do tell you folks, sometimes what goes on off the air
Stays off the air.
That's like going to Vegas. And maybe that's your Key West trips, Anita.
That's right.
That's right. Listen, you heard that, didn't you?
It stays in Key West.
Key West.
Yes.
Darin and Anita are hoping their enthusiasm and that of others will help win over a new generation of beach music fans and in turn spread the music well beyond its birthplace here in the Carolinas.
And that's a goal with my show, or our show, is to take that music and take it to an audience, a larger audience than what is in the Southeastern United States. My feeling is if there's this many people who like something, there's got to be more. It's just getting it to them.
Aren't Darin and Anita fantastic people?
Fantastic folks.
They really are, and I do want to say that I have known Darin Henley for probably more than 20 years, and he is just a terrific guy, and he truly is so passionate about that music. Now, the Carolina Beach Music Awards were recently held in Myrtle Beach, and I'm sorry to say that Darin and Anita did not win, but I'm going to say they are going to win one day. They are that good, and they really deserve the wonderful award there. But you can listen to Darin and Anita on Grand Strand anytime or anywhere because their show is also podcast. You can find it at the iTunes store, and they're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, speaking of social media, that is one way that you can submit your Carolina Camera stories to us.
Yes.
It is really easy to contact us. You can go to John Carter's Facebook page, go to the Christine Nelson Facebook page, and just send us a message through there with your story idea. Or maybe you just want to send us an email. It's carolinacamera@wbtv.com. Who knows, your story idea might be on a future episode of Carolina Camera.
It could very well be. All right, don't go anywhere right now because there's still much more ahead on tonight's show. Coming up just a little bit later, we're sitting down to talk with the Carolina's first anchorman.
Cannot wait for that. But up next, from Ferraris to Corvettes, we'll show you a collection of more than 100 vintage rides. And you'll meet a man who has turned trash into works of art. But that's just the beginning of William Pumphrey's story. Stay with us. Carolina Camera will be right back.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand, a music evolution.